Hi, friends, and welcome back to playing tribute to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Great Ace Attorney Adventures, where we are on the last case of the game. And I, as you can see, didn't want to deal with the cliffhanger. I wanted to jump right back into it, so that's what we're going to do. Last time, we talked with Iris and Sholmes and Gina. And Gina went to the pawnbroker, it seems, to get the manuscript, or at least that's what the assumption is based off of the conversation we had late into the night. Because she does not trust Sholmes, and she doesn't think that he's telling Iris the truth about the manuscript, and that he actually sold it mainly because Susato knows the story, or she knew the title of the story. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. We're still wondering about that, and I guess that's the unspeakable story. But in the meantime, we came to quite the scene. Oops, I already saved. Sorry, I thought it was loading. Ah. I'll be alright, Mr. Naruto. After them, go! This is, just behind that door, in the storeroom. Hurry! Yeah, we're getting a peek into what we saw at the end of last time, only this time not in cutscene form. We saw that, and we saw that. It's Gina? From that moment, Windibank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back in my lodgings at 221B. Oh, Iris! A telegram came, but all it said was wait at home. Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Bruno? Poor Iris, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windibank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all those police carriages pulling up outside a shop, and so I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Windibank's in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out into the street, and I chased after them, but they got away. So, it was one of them who shot old Mr. Windibank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Ginny? But why? Well, the thing is... No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us think she did it. Then why have they arrested her? I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do. Let's keep going with the flow. I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the 2 thugs were the... Wow. What about the 2 thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No, I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris. This is all so horrible. The thing is, Mr. Windbank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the supposed articles, and the storeroom door was locked from the inside. I see. But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no. And according to detectives who investigated afterwards... Don't tell me. There was no one else in the room. Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes, the only explanation indeed. And there. What do you mean by that, Bruno? Well? What can I say? He can't agree, he can't not agree. Okay, let's talk about Sholmes so that she doesn't think he's dead. So, where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. That didn't follow in the right order, because she apparently knew that he was shot, but I hadn't said it yet. That should have come up last. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to the hospital this morning. He was taken to hospital this morning, because the British speak like that. It's not the hospital, it's hospital. What? Well, when we entered Windibanks, a gun was fired and he took a bullet. Hurley? Was shot? No. It's alright. His life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Sinner's. That's a weird name. They're tending to him there. I must see him. At once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley. Okay. It was the two thugs that were in Mr. Windibank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind was totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After that, I ran out into the street, but... well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. I let them get away. I think that's a very good thing. Sorry? Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well. You know. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Where's Susie, Runa? She's still at the police station. Oh, why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Miss Usato stayed behind the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Oh, I see. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know, and I would have come to the station. I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Reno. I can't stand just sitting around here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder. But I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Alright then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me? Oh yes, I'd love to. Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. And don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris will appreciate going to hospital sooner rather than later. Didn't you just say that he wasn't allowed visitors, though? I love attic rooms, don't you? They're so exciting. Alright, we got the prison. We got the hospital. That's it. He mentioned the hospital, but we might as well go. What's with the wall? It looks terrible. My goodness. Hurley! Oh. He's not here. No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not sure about that. Baby or not, there's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. I don't even know where he was shot. The cutscene wasn't clear. Was it like in the stomach? I don't. Oh. Hello, hello. What have we here? This ward is off limits. No visiting. So what are you doing in here, eh? Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. Oh. Begging your pardon then, ma'am. Sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. Great Mystery Sullivan is a mysterious family, eh? The Great Mystery Solver has a mysterious family. If that's how you see us, sure. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he's currently in the operating theater, ma'am. They're going on an extensive operation. That's what I thought. Extensive? It has been several hours since he went in. Several hours? Oh dear, is he going to be alright? Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is. Oh! I've heard a report the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Ah. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Poor Hurley. I want to know what this thing is. Like, I wonder if it has any of his info. Nothing? Really? Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's go talk to Gina. Might as well go in order of importance. Hello, Gina. Why do you have that in the prison? I don't think you should be allowed to have that in the prison. Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you here for? Ginny, I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry? You heard. Get lost. Don't feel like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw him a chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Ginny... I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some code came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like. Said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. Why are you being like this, Ginny? We might have to have a conversation here. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers, representation papers, something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. Depending on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. Why did you think that? Because this is how it always been for me growing up in the growing up in the back slums. My whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, you get your mates dragged off by the coppers, or worse. That happened to me before and all. Been sold to and nearly snaffled in the back. Sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. I have no idea what she said. What do these words mean? You can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass. Dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could... Forget it! Jenny! Don't you trust Runa? Nah, I don't. Gee, thanks. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbrokers? There's nothing to tell. Figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. The old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest. We really don't. But why, Jenny? Why would you do that? Ain't obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diving ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work. And half the time, you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What would be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind a bit of a difference. Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe you, whatever it is. Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? What did you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what those unforgivable lies are you told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. You're gonna want to question me now. Ginny, please. Oh, yeah. I want to give you this. Something to remember me by. A photographic print of a really adorable cat. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of the overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Jenny. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th April, 9 p.m. So this photographic print is a redemption ticket. 13th February? That could be significant. It's just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? You know, if Mr. McGill still had that ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Ah, yes. If it's something Mr. McGill deposited, we need to investigate. Okay. There's always stuff on the back. Thanks, Gina. I have a feeling you gave us that on purpose. To the pawnbrokery. Ooh, coppers about. Oh, crap. crawling with cops. My gosh. This is where it happened then. Last night? That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables. But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of disturbance. Ah, you're right about that, actually. Isn't there, like, glass on the ground over there, though? In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oi, I heard that. Oh, Inspector. Good morning. Suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. Got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let those two rogues get away, mind. So, I'm sorry about that. I thought you'd assigned extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Ah! Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming. I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see that he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are attending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Runa's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. The jet in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about personality change. Oh, where are my manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice. Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me, if you'd like some. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, lovely. To very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship. I don't even recognize him like this. Perhaps he'll have a lot to tell us, then. If he's trying to get in on her good graces and all that. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector? None to it, really. Very simple case, this. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge the diver we arrested last night, Fred. Gina? You're going to charge her? She wasn't already charged. She's arrested, man. That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge and the Bailey tomorrow. Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid. Ah, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, haven't you? What the? And you're going to put them in the stand as witnesses, aren't you? How could you? How? How could you possibly know that? She just made a deduction. I had a feeling, that's all. Look at the middle of her glasses, it's like a little heart. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads of the beat. So they didn't get away. You were blaming me for nothing. And Miss Lestrade is being held in prison? She should be. Assuming she has lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated on in St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy, no visiting at all. Oh. The bullet must have hit an artery in its midriff. He lost a fair bit of blood. Oh, okay, it was the stomach. Great. Cool. Ouch. Oh no. He didn't seem too bad the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. I would love to see that. Mr. Sholmes is human like the rest of us, you know. Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They're gotta stop that bleeding. But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better? Of course, he'll be as red as rain before he knows. Really? How do you know? How do I know? Because, of course. Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective. That's why. We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again. Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. Oh, that's helpful. Then we know when we can visit him. Speaking of her ladyship. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What? Oh, the sunshine. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism. But he's right. You do treat us differently. It's because of those Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes stories. That's why. Oh. I crop up in them, don't I, Inspector Tobias Gregson? Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What did you write about the Inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders. That's how I put it. Oh, did I write that? You know what that line did for me, eh? Very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you. Oh, that's amazing. All because everyone at the yard reads it. They read all the Sherlock Sholmes stories. They've even set up a fan club for me. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes changes his tune about me. Gregson? Nah. The great detective would say, he's getting quite overrated these days. Think what will happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I lost worrying about it. But that would never happen, Gregsy. Every month when the new Rand's magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, lovely. To very much. Really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruto. Yes, what is it? Got an important message for you. I forgot about it till now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. Your assistant? Dear Susie, is she alright? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe? Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I forgot about that. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have a fare to return journey and to go meet her there. She's got nerve using Scotland Yard's bloomin' messaging service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go to see Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to examine anything around here anyway. Not while the police are crawling around. Though, we should at least look for that box, right? Let's see if we can look. Alright then, let's see what we can uncover. Wait, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything here. We were hoping to investigate. There's a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching. What's the problem, Gregsy? Bruno's a lawyer. You know that. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. I'm sure they are. Of course, if Mr. Naruto would have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter. The accused. If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around. Did you hear that, Bruno? You need Ginny to sign some representation papers. It's like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Well, unfortunately, she wants nothing to do with me right now. Well, let's at least get to the Lord Chief Justice's office. I wonder what she was summoned for. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. I think this is the Lord Chief Justice talking. So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Yes, thank you so very much. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland. Susato-san! Oh, Mr. Naruto. What was all that about? Ah, Mr. Naruto. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why were you just talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Well, this is just a bunch of really sad girls over here. Miss Susato, what's this all about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruto. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has. That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no! Professor Mikitoba? Seems like forever ago that we saw him. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. And it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Mr. Sato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. So Gina has been charged. She'll have to appear in court? Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later? Gina. Ah, the Lestrade girl, the murder of the Baker Street pawn broker, yes. An all too conspicuous case. Pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that. Mr. Nara. Yes, Lord Strongheart? In deference to your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. Police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. If far more serious matters with which to contend. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart. Which is, it's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her? A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. Yeah, she might be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. And you don't misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those who hold to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and the defense barrister will be assigned the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? The question you would do well to direct to Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. What a day. Gina charged with murder, Susato's about to leave. Come, Mr. Naruto. Iris, you must make haste. But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruto's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Miss Susato. It's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yeah, let's see if we can get her to sign some papers for us. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Hello again, Gina. This is such a tedious, there you go, okay. What are you out here for now? Have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously. I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I? Yep, tedious indeed. Look. You can come at me as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Eh? Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie? Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They put their faith in you. But somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you. Jeez. What, it's my fault? Yes, so I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Eh? Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. What about what you said before, Ginny? Oh, what about what you said before, Ginny? I was like, that can't be her saying it. You said something about an unforgivable lie. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That's my last request before I leave. My last request as the judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but... is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted. Ah, the case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about? Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. Will you tell us about it now? Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. Coppers got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Mr. McGillivray was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it. What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under a seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubby hole. Couldn't see a thing. And then... I heard that loud thud, like someone falling on the floor. And that's when Mr. McGillicuddy discovered you? Yeah. Sorry, I mixed their voices because I thought it was... I'm talking. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. He doesn't look like he's bleeding. There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at my hands, I had to coast blood all over him. I was so scared, I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina. The witnesses on the roof stacked all through the skylight. Then Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose? Who you were, why you were hiding under the seat? Yeah, I did. Only, that's not all. What do you mean? I mean, he threatened me. Threaten you how? He made me swear about what I'd seen, what I'd heard. And about what he was going to do if after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell nobody about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scare her back before the coppers showed up. Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Well, look at that. What you saw, what you heard, everything. You said Mr. McGillicuddy made you swear not to tell anyone what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with Mr. McGillicuddy sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the cove that hit the floor. I let out a little scream, see, couldn't help it. McGillicuddy heard that and dragged me out by the arm. And that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer who had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc. Do you mean... Yeah, that's it. The one you took off of me at the Windy Banks. So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus. Not for long. McGillicuddy spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And the bog trotter told me I weren't to mutter a word of it to no one. Because it was so dark under the seat in the cab, I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably, that was McGillicuddy getting on board. I have to stop saying Mr. McGillicuddy because he's just saying McGillicuddy. Nah, not only him. Oh? Because I could definitely make out the footsteps of two people. In that case, it would seem likely that that was Mr. McGillicuddy and the victim. Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGillicuddy claimed he slept during the carriage ride. Now they're saying Mr. And your own testimony, Gina, supported his. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear him talking the whole time, in low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud. That still tells us something. Mr. McGillicuddy and the victim knew each other. So McGillicuddy was lying, as I suspected. I knew it weren't going to take long before someone raised the alarm and bloke had been killed. Yes, so you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So, when the cab came to a stop, McGillicuddy told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two coves from up top ran to get the coppers. Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. Right, and after they'd gone, McGillicuddy asked the driver to do him a favor. A favor. Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take the coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for you troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street? Yep, you got it. It was Windibanks. Kochi snapped up the money and ran off to pop his coat as fast as he could. So there's no one left in the carriage, So then there's no one left in the carriage. McGillicuddy opened the box under the seat. And let me get out of there. But not without conditions. I see. So no one was watching him when they sounded the alarm that the guy's been killed. What were McGillicuddy's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. Not telling a soul, not for anything. About what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more? Yeah, it's the most important thing, he said. After sending Toachman on a little errand for me, some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? I asked him to go pop your weasel, right? Hey, the fiend's taken me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker hereabouts. I want you last to take your redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? You want me to have a ticket? That's right. I can fetch it for you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on to it until then. Is that clear? Whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, when your bank so it is, and you're to extend the loan after 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited and only will come along and buy it. I'm totally not doing the voice that I used for him before. But I ain't got that kind of brass. There's 5 pounds. That should be enough. You understand each other, lass. Don't try anything funny now. Go against me. Yeah, I get it. Good. One more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, no doubt. The coppers? Hey, I'll come asking for you to take the stand in court, testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is that you might say? What is that you won't? There, I grabbed his accent a little bit there. After he'd gone over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from there as I could. He had the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the sea. I went to fetch the next day once it got dark. So McGill had planned it and coerced Gina into giving false testimony. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in a big old courtroom. Took some corkers. The thing is, he said he would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. He knew everything that went on in back slums. He knew we had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGilded would have... In a heartbeat, he could have had a lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. But, I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it, you must be livid. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. A favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Eh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see. You what? Harley's having a big operation right now, Ginny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Right. So what you're saying is if I sign the big of paper, everyone's happy. Is that it? Something like that. Mr. Sato? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing. Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windibanks now. I read that. I don't know why I didn't read it out loud. I'm sorry. Paperwork signed by Gina to put me in charge of her defense. Showing this to Scotland Yard detectives gains us access to the crime scene. I, the undersigned, agree to legal representation by the lawyer named hereunder in regard to the following incident. Defendant Gina Lestrade, alleged offense, murder of Baker Street pawnbroker, date of trial, and attorney-at-law. We've got another page, is there? No, okay. Well, at least this means we should... At least this should mean we can investigate the scene of Windibanks now. Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done there. Alright, Iris. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windibanks. Although something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. He never really is. Oh! I thought because I had to present it, it wouldn't be a to be continued, but it looks like it is a to be continued, so I guess it'll be continued. And we are going to be investigating next time. Seeing everything we need to see. We need to remember that there was a box that was forfeited, so we need to see if we can find that. And we have to see what's going on with anything we can find about Sholmes and the two ruffians, because they were apparently caught, so they'll end up in trial probably. I think that's what they said, right? They caught the two ruffians and they'd show up in trial. And we'll have to figure out what's going on with the thugs and what happened in that back room. So lots to investigate, lots to discover, and we will do that next time. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you guys then. Bye.